I don't know about you, but I really hate queues. On more than one occasion, I've driven the 25 minutes down the road to a certain Swedish furniture warehouse only to see the queue outside and swiftly turn around and go back home again. In that moment, it really doesn't matter that I've no smelly candles in the house or that I don't have a single plate without a chip in it. There's just no way that I'm standing around waiting for that stuff. But in the last year, we've had to learn how to wait. We've had to queue outside the supermarket before we can get in. We've had to stand in line nearly everywhere we go to sanitize our hands. And some people have even had to wait outside the door on their new baby being born. We've had to wait for schools to reopen. We've had to wait on new government guidelines. And all of that has been a huge challenge for us. My impulse when I'm confronted with a situation where I have to wait is to complain about it and to get annoyed. I don't want to do it. I've probably set my life up in such a way that I can avoid waiting at all costs. Maybe it's deliberate then that as followers of Christ, we set aside time in the church calendar each year to wait. In these weeks of Advent, we are looking in hopeful expectation for God to come. It means it's a time that we have to sit in a bit of discomfort, just like us standing in the line before we get into Tesco's. We have to sit in discomfort for what we would long to be, but hasn't come yet. Advent is a picture, really, of the deeper longing of our hearts, that we long for God to come and bring about the reversal of sin and the renewal of all things. As Isaiah cried out in chapter 64 of his book, "O Lord, that you would tear the heavens and come down," all of our longings are ultimately for God to come. Isaiah goes on to say that no one has perceived, no ear has heard, no eye has seen, no mind has even thought of the good things that God has for those who love him. And he says that God works on behalf of those who wait for him. So let's embrace Advent this year. Let's bring our worries and our concerns to him. Let's be real about the fact that things are not the way we would like them to be. But let's remember, because of this season of longing and waiting, remember what we are hoping for, what we are waiting for, that our King is coming.